Oh man, I just woke up, guys. I had to take a massive shit, and then it was like kind of a hard shit. And then I came back into my room, chilled for a bit, and then I had to take a nasty liquid diarrhea shit that was really gross and violent and painful and shameful and embarrassing to talk about, so I won't talk about it much more than this. But, you know, I ate a bunch of Oreos last night, and I went out to dinner with friends and ordered a bunch of really unhealthy stuff that I probably shouldn't have eaten. So yeah, don't do what I did, guys. Or if you're going to, be like me and don't do it all the time. But anyway, so yeah, I feel a little shitty this morning. Check this out. These things are badass. Yeah, I don't know what they're called exactly. I forgot. But they're really good for soldering work and wire connecting. Yeah, look at that. You just stick one wire in one end and the other wire in the other end, and you tighten down these little screws, and there you go, bitch. Got yourself a connection, and you never had to do any soldering or chunky wire nuts. It's just these little guys. And then you can get like a razor blade and cut them in between to, make them individuals and whatnot. So yeah, this should come in handy with my guitar projects coming up here. We'll see how good it works. They used to have like shitty ones. I did research. They used to have shitty ones that would like slip out over time, but apparently now these are super badass. So we'll see how it goes. Um, yeah. So yeah, about my last video, I wanted to comment on a few things real quick. Yes, I do realize that GLL is a racist and a sexist, and I just think that's kind of shitty that he's the one Halo YouTuber that I agree with the most when it comes to Halo. When it comes to 343 being incompetent assholes, when it comes to the Halo franchise having like no future that's worth fucking sticking around for. Uh, yeah, how microtransactions are fucking bullshit. Like GLL has really great takes when it comes to that shit in gaming. It's just a shame that he's an alt-right bootlicking fucking dickhead. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, the Halo community is largely trash. It just is. It sucks, dude. Like, you look at who's making the games, and they're dickheads. And then you look who's playing the games, and they're dickheads too, largely. Not everybody, of course, you know. But, yeah. It's clearly a pretty disgusting community, you know. The Elden Ring community is similar. Like, just look at all that Act Boy bullshit drama. Jesus Christ. Guys, an opinion on a game is harmless. Leave people alone who do not care about your fucking game, okay? Jesus Christ. My goodness. Shit. What a crazy world, you know? You can't dislike a harmless thing without getting your life threatened sometimes, I swear to God. Oh, ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, so I wanted to talk about a bunch of other goofy shit. Yeah, I was driving home from work and I saw the Krispy Kremes, and they have a neon sign that says, like, crispy hot cream now or something like that, but the LEDs were fucked up, so it didn't say, uh, I forget how it went, but all it wrote, because the LEDs were fucked up, was hot cream now. So I thought that sounded kind of funny. Um, so yeah, about the January 6 hearings, I want to talk about that real quick. Fucking, this shit is fucking stupid and pointless. No major criminal actors here are going to get properly punished, I'm sure. You know, maybe some minor dickheads will get a slap on the wrist. But as usual in Murica corporate world, the rich elite types get a slap on the wrist or no punishment whatsoever, and a lot of people who you know are not that are not in the club of elites of the world. They get fucked over, yeah. And some of them deserve it, some of them don't really, but Doesn't matter. They all get fucked over. This is the world, you know. This is our shitty runaway capitalist world, you know. If you're a somebody, you get a free pass. If you're a nobody, an average Joe, just a guy trying to get by, fuck you. Go die somewhere. That's the world, you know. You're lucky if you make it, you know. It's kind of fucking lame. That's why we need, you know, better equality. But you know. We're working on that, I guess. Maybe one day it'll happen, right? Probably not in my lifetime. I guess it could be worse, right? We could be in 1950. Anyway, so yeah, at my shop, a customer called, and he wanted me to do the A&M, the Texas A&M logo, dude. And I was telling him that it's copyrighted, we need permission, maybe we could do a version of it that's different enough that we don't get sued. Maybe we could, like, you could find a patch online and we could sew it to your fucking hats, you know? I was giving him options and suggestions. I was being polite. He kept on pushing me, though. He was just like, nah, bro, it's fine. It's fine. Just do it, bro. It's going to be okay. Like, he was talking to me like that, and I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of uncomfortable with this idea. And he was just like, come on, it's fine. As long as I don't sell it, we'll be okay. And I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to tell the guy, moron, that's me selling it to you. That would be me committing the illegal act of copyright infringement. You know, like, I swear, just like act douchebag, he doesn't understand what copyright is, you know? But anyway, I was trying to be real nice and explaining it to him, and yeah, like, it is true that if I made a Texas A&M logo and threw it on a hat for a customer, and if I gave that to that customer for free, that is fine. That is perfectly fine. But if I profit off of the likeness of the image, that's copyright, you know? I'm fucking profiting off of their copyrighted image. I am breaking laws here, you know? And I could get sued for, I've seen some companies go full bore on people's asses. 80 grand they had to pay. They lost their, like, business, you know, like, Jesus Christ, I don't want that to happen to me. I'd be fucked. My life would be kind of ruined, you know? Duh. So I was trying to explain this guy to him, and he could get sued too, you know, for being a bad faith actor and all that, and being complicit with this whole thing. So I'm trying to explain that to him, and he starts getting all butthurt and shit. And he says to me, hey, bro, you need to drop your political correctness. Okay, what the fuck, right? What's that got to do with anything, man? I'm trying to not, you know, get destroyed by the fucking law system, bro. Like, fuck your political correctness. I don't know what you're even talking about. So since he was being a weird nutter, I didn't know what to say, you know. I just told him, oh, I'm sorry, sir, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. And he was just like, what? What are you talking about? And I was like, you like to see homos naked? And then I hung up the phone. Fucking, I probably shouldn't have acted like an asshole. Hopefully he's not some fucking loony bin fucking crazy person and shoots up my shop one day or something. So yeah, I probably should have been nicer, but he was being a weird dickhead. What do you want? That was the first time I told a customer, you know, it was just like, yeah, that's the first time I talked to a customer like that. Even that other dickhead that I had to deal with, I was polite to him. I was just like, I don't feel comfortable. I'm sorry, you know. But this guy, I was just like, whatever, fuck you. So anyway, Nazis, they touched grass for the first time. Yeah, did you guys hear about that? That U-Haul of fucking weird Nazi bootlicker bitches. They were, stocking themselves up into a U-Haul. The driver was going to drive to a pride parade, and these dusty old white boys were going to bust out of there and, I don't know, assault a bunch of, you know, gay people who are just trying to have a good time and party. Like, what the fuck, dude? The right is so intolerant, I swear to God. Well, maybe not all the right-wingers, but a lot of you guys really are. Yeah, seriously. And those of you right-wingers who are tolerant, I guess, the 1% of you assholes that exist out there, you're still buddy-buddy with the right-winger bullshit, you know? You're still... It's like a so-called good pig, you know what I mean? It's like, you're still a pig, dude. You're still working for a racist organization that was originally founded to round up slaves and has still been massively racist and corrupt, you know? Like, yeah, you guys watch that new show, We Own This City? That show is great. It's very accurate at portraying exactly how the disgusting piglets are. You know, fuck the pigs, dude. But anyway, I did think it was funny that the pigs actually did their job and busted these Nazi dickheads, you know? Pigs versus hogs, you know? Fucking... These savages are going after their own kind. You love to see it, you know? Hopefully, these disgusting pigs and these disgusting hogs kill each other, cancel each other out completely. That way, these fucking monster people can leave us regular people the fuck alone. That would be great. But yeah, it was funny. They all got busted and they all got laid out onto this lawn. And yeah, everybody was just like, hey, they touched grass for the first time. So, yeah, good stuff. You love to see it. Although, you kind of hate to see it because, like, why is this happening in the fucking first place? What the fuck, you no-lifer weirdos? Leave these people alone. They're not doing anything wrong. They're just being themselves. But you gotta be assholes and you have to take it to the next level. You can't just be a homophobic dickhead and talk shit. No, you have to physically hurt them. Good lord. The whole being a fucking intolerant asshole is already bad enough. But then you want to take things to a new level and get physical with these people and destroy their lives physically? I'm sorry, but all of you kill yourselves. I'm sorry. Anyway. So yeah, Fox News loves trans people. Did you guys check that shit out? Yeah, Fox News aired a trans segment, and it was positive, and it was, heartwarming and touching. This Christian conservative white family, derpy as hell, right? I think they're kind of shitty people, but their kid was going through some trans issues, and instead of being dickheads completely, they, started to understand what their kid was going through and decided to be more accepting and caring. And honestly, even though they're Christian conservatives and they probably have some skeletons and probably, well, whatever, no one's perfect, but they seemed like some of the nicer right-wingers, I guess, and, maybe that's, better than a Nazi in a U-Haul truck, right? So whatever. Nobody's perfect. But they seemed like they were genuinely nice enough folks, and they shared their story, and their kid was trans, and they accepted their kid, and their kid seems to be having a wonderful, happy life, and was more than happy to share their story with the world, and I thought that was really heartwarming, so whatever. I have a problem with right-wingers in general, but that was nice. And guess what? A ton of fucking Nazi bootlickers on the right had a huge fucking problem with this shit. Bong Shapiroid and Watmalsh in particular, Those fucking creepy fucking pedophile looking motherfuckers, Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure Watmalsh is a pedophile. Look at all the weird shit he's doing with kids as of late, that's, oh boy, I don't know about that guy. Anyway, but that was great. Good job, Fox News. For the first time, y'all did actually something that's acceptable. Right? It's rare when they do anything decent. I swear to God. Anyway. And then there's, the games. The video games. That's what I want to talk about. Overwatch 2. Free to play. They added like one character or something. I don't know. Maybe a few others, but I wasn't paying much attention. The game looks exactly like the last one. The art style, it hasn't upgraded. The graphics haven't really changed. It was basically the same fucking game, dude. I have no faith in this project whatsoever. I bet you it doesn't have split screen. I bet you it's not going to have much of a story mode either. And yeah, it's just going to be the last game all over again. Fuck you, give us money. That's what Blizzard is saying, It's not Overwatch, it's bend over for our crotch to rape the fucking money out of you. That's what this game is. So, yeah, that's going to be shit, and it's coming out in October, so yay! And then we got Diablo 4, which is basically just going to be the finished version of Diablo Immortal. So that sucks. More microtransactions, more online-only bullshit, more fuck you, player. We don't give a fuck about you. All we want is your money and for you to shut the fuck up. That's what Blizzard's Activision's business model is. Shut the fuck up and give us all your money, bitch. That's literally what they're screaming in your face. If you can't see that, you're clueless, or you're being like willingly ignorant, or you're a dumb fuck, something like that. So yeah, and then we got No Man's Skyrim, Bethesda's new game. Yeah. Hey Todd, Fraud Howard. Your Oblivion engine is a little dated, bro, and maybe you should actually make a new game instead of copy and pasting the same fucking Elder Scrolls Fallout thingy for the past decade and a half. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. Seriously. Come on, dude. Like, make a new fucking engine already. Don't just keep modifying the same one. Like, this game looks like shit in a lot of areas, and the frame rate is ass. The story doesn't look very interesting. Yeah, I have not much faith for this, and I bet you it's going to be filled with overpriced microtransaction hogwash, because Bethesda hasn't done anything decent since Skyrim in 2011, basically. And they even butchered Skyrim. After that initial Skyrim launch on 360 and PS3 and computer, after that, they made versions of the game over and over again with more microtransaction BS, and they just fuck everything up. It was a fine enough game when it first launched, but they made it worse. They really did. That's disgusting. We live in an age where they can take a game that's good and then fuck it all up. You know? Like, it's kind of annoying. Stick to the older versions. That's what I do, you know? Like, look at MCC. That thing's still largely broken. Act Douche will tell you otherwise, but he's a fucking idiot, so can't listen to that guy. He's a brainless fucking bootlicker. But the reality is the game launched like shit, and it's still fucking broken. It's better than it was at launch, but it's still fucking broken, and you're still better off playing the original Halo games on a 360 or an original Xbox. I'm telling you, it's just fucking true. That's how dog shit they are at remastering and polishing up these old games for modern consoles. You know, I know a lot of you 343 fanboy dickheads out there don't want to hear that, but it's the fucking truth. Yeah, sure, you guys got some sharper visuals and some smoother frame rates from time to time, but that's all you got, bitch. Your version is still inferior to the original. It just is. It's not a great remaster. MCC was a failure, okay? It was. Admit it. Own it. Accept it. Move the fuck on. Alright. And then we got Pirates, Sea of Thieves 2 or whatever. It literally looks like just an expansion to the last game. And it's like, oh, now you can name your pirate boat and dress up your boat a little more. Yeah. It feels like it's just DLC and shit, dude. Like, what a fucking joke, man. And the storytelling and dialogue and characters are cringe as fuck. Like, you're making pirates way lamer than they already were. Like, that's gonna be stupid. So yeah, there's really no good news for Xbox, except a few Japanese titles are coming over to the console base. So Xbox gamers rejoice, you guys get some Japanese games, which aren't too bad. So it's not all bad news, I guess. It's just mostly bad news, as usual. So anyway, I think that's all I have to talk about for gaming, basically, in terms of new games coming out soon. Not very impressed with what I'm seeing. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, Nintendo Switch gives us that Breath of the Wild and Metroid Prime 4 before I fucking commit suicide. Yeah, that would be nice. Hopefully they don't suck. Hopefully they don't bust out a Nintendo Switch 2 or a fancy model of the Switch that is required to play the newer Switch games like Breath 2 and Prime 4. That would be fucking lame. I just bought the OLED Switch not too long ago. Come on, man. Fucking whatever. We'll see how it goes. My wisdom tooth that got tooth decay and started deteriorating, dude. It's fucking gross. There's like a big hole gap, and I would argue about a quarter of my wisdom tooth has fractured and dissipated and disintegrated. It's gone. And now there's this nasty hole and food gets stuck in there all the time. It sucks, dude. And it aches. It hurts to chew a little bit sometimes. I'm pretty good at dealing with pain, so it's not the worst thing ever. But, dude, because it cracked off in a certain way, it left like a sharp edge on the tooth. And every time I would talk or eat food, it would slice the side of my cheek, dude. Isn't that fucked up? So you know what I did? I took some tape and wrapped it around my finger and had sandpaper on the edge of my finger here. I stuck my finger in my mouth, started rubbing the sandpaper against the serrated edge of my fractured wisdom tooth, and I filed it down, dude. And good as new. Well, not quite good as new, but yeah, it doesn't hurt anymore. But so yeah, that's a fucked up thing I did. I need to see a dentist. Yeah, I got the Google Fiber. I had a problem with fucking Time Warner, those bitches. My devices weren't getting recognized by the internet. Only computer was working. No Xbox, no PS4, no consoles, no TVs. It was fucking stupid. And the tech people couldn't figure it out. So we threw our hands up in the air and we're like, fuck this. Fuck you, Time Warner. We're getting the Google Fiber. And yeah, you can see I got it set up here. Pretty fucking baller, dude. So it works great. I recommend Google Fiber if you can get it. Yeah. I wanted to talk about Roe being overturned. Here's what I hate about Roe being overturned. I hate everything about Roe being overturned, but this is what I particularly do not like. There's a lot of dudes out there who are fucking creeps, and they will ruin their own lives just to get a chance to rape a woman that they're obsessed with and impregnate her and force her to have the kid. This fucking psycho lives for this shit. Can't fucking wait to do it. Is willing to throw his life away. He's already a miserable fuck who knows he has no future and soul or purpose. So he's willing to fucking do something nasty like this. So it being super illegal and off limits is a big reason why these assholes don't fucking do it. You need boundaries. You need ways of stopping them. Overturning Roe makes it a little easier for them. They're more willing to do this kind of shit now. So once this shit gets overturned, the creeps are out of the woodwork, and they're going to be doing a lot of rapey stuff, and it's going to be bad, and the modern 2022 woman is not going to take this lightly, and there's going to be a lot of dudes with their teeth knocked out, and it's going to be kind of funny, actually, but also depressing, because this is fucking stupid. Roe being overturned is fucked up. This is the first time our Supreme Court is taking away our rights. And this doesn't just fuck over women, you dumbass dudes out there who think this is only a woman problem. No, this is a you problem too, dude. Healthcare costs are going to go up. The likelihood of you becoming a deadbeat dad increases. The likelihood of you being forced to be a father increases. Yeah, it's not good for anyone. And women are going to be more miserable. They're going to be less willing to just fuck guys in general. So all of us players out there have it harder. It's just going to be fucking lame, dude. And the only winners here are the dumbass Christians who don't even know their ass from their elbow, those types. So, and are they even winning? They're always angry, they're always angry. Remember that, folks. If you're ever dealing with someone who's one-upping you in any form or fashion, that sucks and everything, but if they're constantly mad and pissed off all the time, are they really winning at anything in life? You know what I mean? If you see a miserable piece of shit, like, what's the point? Why don't you just kill yourself, If you're always so mad and your life sucks so hard, why don't you just end it, Or, how about this? Find happiness for once in your miserable fucking life, Do something. Jesus. Stop being such a cunt. Anyway. But, yeah, Roe being overturned, this is horrible. we're so screwed. This country's going downhill. I don't know what we're going to do. Things are definitely going to get worse before they get better. They might just get worse and never really get better. That's entirely possible. So, try not to lose hope, though, guys. It's a world of dog shit, but, there's still some things worth living for, some things worth fighting for. So, hang in there, right? And I wanted to talk about pickup artistry bullshit. Well, that's actually kind of an in-depth thing, so I'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, I'm listening to Cara Camporetto's fucking piano covers of the Chrono Cross album. Man, she's talented. She's great. She talked to me the other day. I sent her a message on YouTube. I was like, I thank you so much for doing this. This is fucking awesome. You know, like, you're super cool. Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, she responded. Check it out. I'm not kidding, man. Look at that. Right there. So yeah, I said, thank you so much for doing this. Means a lot, blah, blah, blah. Yay, she responded to me. Yeah, she's super cool, dude. She fucking got to meet Yamatsu himself. The greatest fucking video game music composer of all time. By a long shot, like, this guy's the GOAT. And she got to meet him. And I got to talk to her for a second. That's awesome. So yeah, she's super cool. Check out her music. And then there's this other guy named John Oweth. He did a classical guitar covering of a lot of Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger songs recently. I was listening to him. He's really talented. That guy plays beautifully. And he talked to me. I sent him a message like, hey, thanks for doing this. It sounds great. I love this game. I love what you're doing. Thanks for passionately covering these jams, you know. I told him about how at the time of the game, my life was kind of shit. I got bullied in school. I had bad grades. Parents were fighting. We had money problems. We were in the middle of, like, moving. And shit was kind of hectic, you know. And you know, the only peace I could find was chilling out and playing games like this, you know? And so I talked to him about that, and he's like, yeah, thanks for the kind words, blah, blah, blah. And I was looking at the guitar he was playing, and I was just like, is that a Cordoba? That looks like their logo. I had my eye set on the Orchestra CE model that Leon Lahavis plays sometimes. I was like, I want a classical guitar, you know? So I was thinking about getting that one. And I was like, the model you're playing looks like it. And he was like, it is that model. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So I really like that guitar. It sounds good. So yeah, I think I'm going to get it at the end of the year. I don't think I'll get a big body acoustic. I got my Falcon, and it sounds really good with that effects pedal that gives you an acoustic tone. Back in the day, acoustic pedals sounded like shit, but hey, we live in 2022 now, and they have more advanced pedal technology, and it sounds pretty good. I dig it. But it doesn't sound very good for a nylon acoustic, classical acoustic, so, and of course it doesn't feel anything like a classical acoustic. It feels a lot more like a steel string. So because of that, because of its piss poor replication of a classical, I'm just gonna straight up get a classical. So what sucks though is it's like $700, $800 this guitar. Hopefully I can find it for like $600 or something, but I'll keep my eye out. I'm a patient dude. Eventually I'm gonna own every fucking guitar, I swear to God. Anyway, yeah guys, time to deal with the artwork and the tortoises and all that. So yeah guys, remember, nobody's perfect. Oh yeah, and one last thing I wanted to talk about. My recent transformation of being less edgelordy and saying the R word less, or trying to remove it from my vocabulary completely, stuff like that. A lot of assholes will look at that behavior and they'll call you a cuck, they'll call you like a simp, a wuss, you know, beta male, beta, right? But like, you're just trying to be nicer. You're just trying to be, you know, happier. You're just trying to make the world less shitty. You know, you don't have to say these cruel, horrible things to people, you know? Also, let's get real. Go out there. Say those horrible things to people's faces. Do it. In public. Do it. Do it, you fucking pussies. Do it. Yeah, that's right. You're not gonna do it. Because you know what will happen? People will react badly to you. You might even get your teeth knocked out. Admit it, you know? So, you know, you don't have to be such a piece of shit. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to, you know? You'll be a lot happier trying to be nice, trying to make friends, you know? being a scumbag all the time isn't the way to go. It comes back and bites you in the ass. Just look at this act douche's fucking drama going on right now. Like, I fucking knew something like this would happen to a dickhead like him, and I was right, you know? So, don't go down these dark paths, you know? Don't let assholes bully you into being a shithead. And I know it can be easy to fucking give into the peer pressure, especially if you're a dumb little kid, you know, or... I get it is all I'm saying. But, yeah, ignore these assholes, you know? Fuck them. And remember, the best revenge to get on assholes like this is live your life. Have fun. Be you. You know? They want to drag you down to their level. To be as miserable as they are. Because misery loves company. They're alone. They need a hug. They need friends. That's the reality. You know? So misery loves company. They're going for that. So for you to ignore them and go on with your life, live your best life, have as much fun as possible, get the most out of life, that fucking drives them up a wall. That's the thing that pisses them off the most. You not noticing them. And I do realize I'm giving them a little attention right now, but, you know, you got to address stupid shit to address the wrongs and, you know, make the proper corrections sometimes, right? So, anyway, good shit, guys. I'll catch y'all later.